Spirits of St. Mary. As soon as Scott gets started.
Spirits of St. Mary, this is Scott Poole. I'll act as your spirit medium tonight. I invite you to communicate through this device, through me. Communicate to the living, whatever message you might have for them. Do not attach yourselves to me. You do not have permission to do that. You can't come home with me. You can't come home with any of us. You don't have to stay here, but you can't come home with us.
Earlier in the evening, a rather peculiar event occurred. Karen hears someone shush her in her right ear. No camera has picked up this audio, however, a shush was heard in the same area. Listen closely.
You just told me to shush. Huh? Somebody just came up to me and went, shh. That's rude.
Come on, you're a little closer to them.
Mind
Right
Sam?
What are we doing here tonight?
Meanwhile, our static camera that was left downstairs in the surgical suite begins to detect anomalous activity.
Spirits, can you come a little closer? You're coming in very staticky. Just come a little closer so I can hear you.
Okay, that's not outside.
No, I
Did
think
you
there's
hear
somebody
that?
in this building.
Who is Susie? What'd you hear?
I hear voices. You not hear them?
You're still too far away.
Sam, do you hear anybody?
I thought I did, yes, but it was very faint. Couldn't tell if it was outside or not.
There's someone pulled up outside, I'm sure.
Maybe there's somebody out there who was born right here in this very hospital on this day several years ago.
Is Gmo here at all?
Back downstairs, a harrowing voice from beyond the grave speaks a solemn word, perhaps a plea to save someone's life on the operating table. Listen closely. Right after the voice is captured on the second floor, Levi and Joe hear a man's voice and go to investigate.
I don't trippity-trip. I didn't hear anything, so I got to hear too much water dripping. I wouldn't split up too far from everybody for noise pollution.
But it's down there, I don't wanna be the only one down there.
Yeah, exactly.
It might have been one of them out there in the street, but it sure sounded close.
I mean, it's not raining, so there could have been people walking up and down the streets.
Part of my ability to connect with spirit is by grounding myself or touching the surface of a location. This enables me to directly connect with whatever energy is trapped there.
You can feel your energy coming through.
Talk to me, St. Mary's. I can see the white scales that the babies were on.
Tell us where you want us to go.
What are you doing in the hospital? Patient, worker, doctor, nurse, support staff? What's your role here? Why are you here?
Tonight was a rare night for me. I just wasn't able to connect like I usually do. But Tanner kept pushing to conduct an Estes on the second floor in the surgical suite. Recognizing this pull from spirit, I obliged his request, and what happens next shocks everyone.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Just goodbye. Bits and pieces.
We're talking to it. We just,
You wanna try somewhere else?
I said go downstairs. Go where it seems they don't want us to go.
Okay.
Tried asking.
Oh, so while you were under, we did hear what sounded like little kid voices in the building. They went to clear it, they hadn't come back, so I'm assuming everything's clear.
Hear nothing now. I could see people though, if they knew we was in here doing something, I could see them coming up here just to,
And I don't even hear the REM pods or anything going off.
I don't hear nothing.
Just as Joe and Levi decide to rejoin the team, an electronic beeping sound is captured by Joe's camera. Now, this isn't a native sound for the Panasonic cameras we use, and neither Joe or Levi have anything on them that would replicate this sound. We believe this is the residual sound of a patient monitoring device back when this hospital was in service, over 40 years ago.
We're gonna head back downstairs. You guys heard kids?
I thought I heard voices and I went to the stairwell and listened, I didn't hear nothing, but I thought I heard a male's voice, so I don't know if there's anybody in here or not. but-
No, there isn't. No live.
Yeah, I mean,
Other than us.
well, it sounded like, yeah.
Somebody alive was in here.
Death be to God.
Oh, yeah.
They're morons.
Spirit, this is Scott Poole of the American Ghost Project. If you want to communicate to us through Tanner, come down the hallway into the surgical suite, one at a time, line up, and speak. This is your opportunity to speak and have your voice heard.
Who's in the operating room tonight? Tanner and Scott and Karen, and who else?
Earlier in the evening, we captured an EVP in the surgical suite with Spirit saying heartbeat. Are we capturing a critical open heart surgery taking place in the operating room? And if so, are they now asking for backup? Listen again closely.
Every time.
Hearts.
Hearts? we doing heart surgery? Yes. Okay. We're doing heart surgery.
Can you ring that bell behind Joe?
Okay, I just heard it sounds like a beat coming from, like the beats from the rib pod is what I heard.
No, there's no way you could hear that. Not through that static.
No way, but it is going on, so that's crazy.
What's truly amazing about this particular piece of footage is that Tanner has on Sony active noise canceling headphones, eliminating background noise and allowing him to focus only on the spirit box. There is no possible way to explain how he was able to hear the REM pod going off, unless, of course, he was tapped into the other side. This is also the only time during his Estes that he alerted us of the REM pod activating.
Can you ring that bell behind Joe?
Okay, I just heard it sounds like a beat coming from, like the beats from the rib pod is what I heard.
No, there's no way you could hear that. Not through that static.
No way, but it is going on, so that's crazy.
There's no way you could hear it.
No, I can barely hear it.
So he's hearing the REM pod that's going off, that's down the hallway in the doctor's, we'll just call it the doctor's lounge, the doctor's locker.
Come on back.
And as you can see, he's wearing headphones, and it's so loud that you can hear it, how loud that is. There's no way he could hear that. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Really, that is awesome.
Are you hitting the camera?
What just happened?
No chance.
No chance?
This night.
This night?
Nothing hit the camera.
Now look to the light.
And it's...
You gotta stop listening.
I stopped listening? Yeah.
I looked around.
I don't want to stop listening. I'll stop learning if I do that.
Would love to hear you talk.
Something just tried to pick it up out of my hand.
Oh, I hope I got that on film. I hope you got that on film.
Yeah. Zooming.
Can you take that device out of his hand? I'm gonna step around you.
That would be awesome.
Do you have that energy to take it out of his hand?
Whoa.
You have it?
You have something.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this full sentences. They want to talk to Tanner.
Shortly after Tanner claims that something was trying to pry the spirit box out of his hand, the team asks Spirit a series of related questions, and it sounds like we get a response, almost asking if we have some energy to spare. Listen again, closely.
Do you have that energy to take it out of his hand?
Whoa.
You have it?
You have something.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this full sentences. They want to talk to Tanner, apparently. See, we weren't getting this upstairs. It's not fair.
That's neat.
My skin is literally crawling.
Are you trying to make Tanner?
Alright, I'm gonna say goodbye for now.
There you go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, spirits.
Tanner is visibly shaken immediately following this intense Estes session. Whatever or whomever he contacted clearly had an effect on his energy. The next day, he reported to our Discord channel that he had finally experienced a paranormal hangover, which, if you've never experienced one, it's one you could do without. Because you see, investigating these unseen entities can sometimes come at a price. Extreme headaches, fatigue, cloudy thoughts, inability to concentrate, and sometimes vertigo. Exercise extreme caution if you are just starting out. And if you are feeling any of these symptoms, feel free to reach out to any team member of the show for advice on how to counteract these symptoms. Next week, the team answers a desperate call from a family from southeast Missouri who have been experiencing paranormal phenomenon for nearly 20 years. Will the team prevail where local clergy have failed? What dark entity lurks in the shadows and on this property? Find out only on the American Ghost Project.